Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today is a kind of exciting video for me because I just got the gender results for this baby, for baby number 2. So it is Friday right now and we're going to have a really small gender reveal party tomorrow night with our family. And we are going to, so I have a 3-year-old daughter and we're going to, I ordered twin babies and I'm going to take the babies and the results to my sister, and she ordered boxes, gender reveal boxes for both my husband and I and my daughter Kaya, and she's obviously gonna put whichever baby in Kaya's and then fill our box with balloons. So I'm really excited. We're just gonna keep it super low-key, you know, with Corona and everything, and we just invited like just our immediate families, and then we're gonna order pizza and just find out what the heck we're having. So I'm so excited. I can't even wait. I do not have a feeling either way at all. Like, I don't know what I think, and Kyle doesn't either. And every time you ask Kaya, at first she was saying she wanted a sister, but now she's kind of changed it to a brother. So we don't know, we don't care, but we know that with the results of that blood work, it also tells you like the chances of any disorders or anything, and everything came back low chance. So everything looks good so far, so that's what we care about the most. We're so happy. But like I said, today's Friday and I'm off work, and I just went and picked up the results. I took my daughter to her nana's this morning. I just went and looked at got the results. Just went to iMart to pick up my trial pair of contacts, and then next I'm gonna go to Starbucks and get some food. I'm starving. It's 11:03 and I've ate a few almonds so far this morning, so, but I didn't throw up today, so that's a plus. And then I'm going to go to Big Lots and take this basket back that I bought. I got it to go on our kitchen counter, and I was gonna put like our produce and stuff in it, but it's like the exact same color as our kitchen counter and the floor, and it drives me crazy how those are all the same color anyway. So I'm taking it back. But anyway, that's what I'm doing today. And then I think once I get home, I will do a short little clip kind of talking about doing like a 14 weeks, but talk about what happened at my 12-week appointment. It was just a normal appointment, but just give an update. Trying to look at my app. I use the Sprout app the most. I have several downloaded, but that one's my favorite. But today I am 14 weeks and 2 days. So I will talk about that and give a quick update, and that will be this video. And then tomorrow will be the exciting one, whenever we do our gender reveal. Okay, so I just plopped, this doesn't look right, down on the floor, and I'm gonna go ahead and kind of give my 12-week, or I guess first trimester update. I have no notes for this. I kind of stopped because as far as symptoms, they're pretty much the same. Still getting sick. Last week, so that would have been week 13 for me, was a really bad week. I got sick almost every single morning, and then today is Friday and I'm 14 weeks this week, and I did really good Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then on Thursday, again, it was projectile vomiting in the morning, and this was probably my worst day. Yesterday morning was probably my worst day so far because I puked so much, and like so much where everything was like I had nothing left in me, and I was just like dry heaving, and my throat was burning off, and yesterday morning was rough. And then, so you know, like when you puke so much and then you have nothing left and you continue to like try to puke, then you don't feel good. Like you're just like so shaky, and just you feel like you need to eat, and then you eat, and then you throw it up again. And so that was my yesterday. So anyway, morning sickness in week 14 is still in full swing. And as I've said a million times, that's not how my first pregnancy went. My first pregnancy was a complete breeze. I got sick 2 times the whole time. So this one is much, much different. And then the feeling dizzy and nauseous obviously still happening. I do have a lot of energy back. Now, by the end of the night, most nights, I'm like, I'm done. Can't do anything else. Like I have a lot of energy. I just don't, I get tired, I guess more tired easily than when I'm not pregnant. So, but for the most part, I'm feeling pretty good and all that. As far as energy goes, I'm still thirsty all the dang time. Food is, I don't know. I don't really feel like I'm drinking coffee again, so that aversion is gone, although I'm puking it up a lot. Whatever, I don't think it matters what it would be in the morning. I would throw that up. You guys say hi? We have the guy who always has to be in the videos, don't you? You can't see him, but it's a doggy. It's a kitty. But there's nothing that I really want a ton. I just can't even think of one thing that I've wanted. But anyway, I would say for the most part my appetite is back. And then what else is important? Let's talk about my 12-week doctor's appointment. That was a pretty quick in and out. I got my, I don't know what the test is officially called, but I got my gender, like the disorder gender blood test done, but I elected to do that. That's not covered by your insurance. That's optional, but I elected to do that this time, and I did not my last pregnancy, because this time when I give birth, I'm going to be 35. And I'm 34 right now, but by the time I have the baby, I'll be 35. And they say the chances of a disorder or some kind of issue goes up at 35. So I chose to get that this time. And I got the results back like I showed you guys. And everything was a low chance for all of that. So that was good. So I did that at my 12-week appointment. And then they listened to the heart rate. And it was 154, and then the very first time I went, it was in the 180s at like 12 weeks, or at 8 weeks it was in the 180s, but then at 12 weeks it was 154. But they didn't do an ultrasound, so I didn't see the baby at 12 weeks. But I did see it at 8. I have a Doppler here that I listen to the baby's heart rate at home. And I'm going to do that actually in this video, but I'm not going to do it right now. I found the baby's heart rate here at home at 11 weeks. So that was really, really early. And like when I did it then, I found it, but then like I couldn't find it every single day. But now at 14 weeks, I can find it at home every single day. So that's awesome, because if you're ever worried, you can just listen to that. What else did they do at my appointment? That was really it. They went over, let's talk about weight gain. That's something they went over. My last pregnancy, I can't remember. I was trying to remember how much weight I gained. It was so much. It was probably, I think like I'm guessing like 65 pounds I gained. Probably in the ballpark, and I hated every minute of it, because like I'm a junk food junkie and I eat bad, and I still am even right now, but I just felt horrible. At the end of that pregnancy, I was bigger, you know, obviously the biggest that I'd ever been, and it was just really uncomfortable. And I told myself, if you ever get pregnant again, you're not doing that. And this time I'm still eating like crap, but at my 12-week appointment, I had lost weight. I had only lost 1 pound, but I think it's just from being sick so much and throwing up. So as of right now, I don't think I've gained any weight. And it's funny because like I'm gonna do a belly shot, and obviously my belly is there and very much there, but somehow I've lost 1 pound so far. So that is awesome. So I'm actually happy about that, but I hope I stop getting sick, and then I have to be more strict about my diet, because I definitely should be anyway, but it's just really, really hard when you're so sick to care what you eat. You just want to eat and keep it down. So what else was I gonna go over? I think that was it. I was gonna talk about symptoms, which I did. Weight gain, gonna do a bump shot. I was gonna do a video of the baby's heartbeat, and I think that is it. Yeah, but that my next appointment is at week 16, and at that one I don't anticipate an ultrasound then, or sonogram. I don't know the dang difference. Like, leave me a comment down below. What's the difference between a sonogram and an ultrasound? Am I saying the wrong thing? I don't know. But I don't think they're going to do that. They'll probably just listen to the heartbeat again, measure how much my belly is growing, and then I know they're going to do another blood test at my 16-week appointment. It was like called a spinal something. So I don't know, but they're gonna do blood work then. But then I would say at my 20-week appointment is probably when they're gonna do like the anatomy scan, I would guess. So that's what we have coming up. What was I gonna say about the appointments? Oh, I know, at my 8-week appointment, they came back and said I had a UTI. And so I took the medicine, and I'm one that gets UTIs quite a bit anyway, and usually when I have one, it drives me insane. Like, I don't know why. That's just, it's not like so painful, it's just the most annoying thing, and I usually can't stand it, and I'll have to go get medicine immediately. And this time I didn't even know I had one. And so normally when I get medicine, I have relief like quickly within that day or the day after. And it doesn't burn, like I don't know I have one, but I just have to go pee all the time. And I don't know if that's pregnancy related or related to the UTI, but I noticed after I started taking the medicine last time that wasn't letting up. So I don't know if that might just be pregnancy related, but I just kind of thought to myself, I don't think this medicine is working. And then when I went to my last appointment, and they obviously check your urine each time, and they called back and said I still had a UTI. So I'm on my 2nd round of medicine, and I think it's the same medicine. So hopefully that clears up this time. Okay, that's it. Let's do a bump shot. Let me stand up. Okay, bump shot. First we'll do with my shirt here. Baby bump. Then I'll show you. Here is the belly. So it's definitely there. This is 14 weeks and 2 days. I have maternity leggings on that I ordered off Amazon, and they're still kind of big, but it's gonna be okay because they'll fit me the whole time. Okay, so it is actually, I'm trying to think of when I filmed that video. Last Friday. It's Monday. So I was supposed to finish the video that day. We have actually already had our gender reveal, but I'm posting that in a separate video, so I'm not gonna say anything yet. But I said the last thing I was gonna do was I wanted to record the heartbeat, and more just because I want to have it on film because I think it's so cool. And a couple of things I want to say. I wanted to also show the Doppler that we have, and my daughter plays with this all the time, so it's like in quite the shape. But it is this is what it looks like, and she checks the heartbeat of everything, including the floor and everything like that. But that's what it looks like. And so it doesn't tell you the heart rate or anything. You can just hear it on here. And I don't have any idea in the world where this is from. I know it's really old. My sister-in-law let me borrow it when I was pregnant with Kaya, and she's 3. So but I know for sure that my sister-in-law had this with her son, and he, gosh, how old is he? I think he's probably 6 or 7. I hope I'm right. So this is not a new thing. This is old. And at that time, it says baby beat on it. But at that time, I think when she got it, you couldn't even buy these. She just rented this. And they just had to like pay. I think she even said they had to pay some fee because they never returned it. So anyway, she's let me borrow this, and I've used it and it works good, and I'm still using it again. But so the first time that I tried to find the heartbeat was when I was pregnant with my daughter. And I actually have this in another video, an update video of hers. But if you guys don't know what you're doing, kind of do your research to get the heart rate. I don't know a ton about it, but I know that when I was first trying with her, I had already heard it at the doctor's office, so I knew like kind of what it would sound like. And then when I tried to find it at home, I found it, or I thought I found it, and I just kept going back to, but this has a rhythm, and it's not as fast as I thought it was in the doctor's office. And so, you know, I just kept checking it, and I was like, I hear it, that has to be what it is. And then finally it drove me crazy enough I finally decided to Google it, and I realized that you can also get your heart rate down there. And so I was clearly hearing mine, and I didn't know that for a couple of days. I had an inkling that like something was off, because I just knew it wasn't the same thing, and it had a rhythm. It sounded like my heart rate. It didn't sound like, you know, a baby's is so fast and it's just like do 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 do. It didn't sound like that. So anyway, I Googled it, and if you guys are trying to find your baby's heartbeat, and it is early, and like I had said already, I found the heart rate. I almost said his or her, but I found the heart rate for this baby at 11 weeks. And I had tried, I think, 1 or 2 times before that and could not find it. And then at 11 weeks, I finally found it, and like, I couldn't keep it for a long time. It kind of like came and went. And then now I can pretty much get it every time. But when you are doing it, when you are first trying to find it, you have to listen so much lower than you would think. Like, I guess when I first thought it'd be like right around your belly button, in which it might end up being that, you know, as the pregnancy progresses. But at first it is almost, I mean, like way down, way down, like almost like your underwear had to be down. And it's hard to explain where, but it is very far down to where you would almost, it would be something your underwear would cover. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't seem like your stomach. It seems like another area. So it is way down there, and so try to listen there. And then if you're trying to get it early, also, you're gonna have to push a lot harder than you would think would be okay. I'm not saying for you to push down so dang hard that you're gonna hurt something, but I just remember when I went to the doctor and they did it for the first time, I'm like, oh my gosh, that nurse is pushing down so hard, but you have to, and it's okay. And so, but like once you do it, you'll kind of get the feeling of it and what to do. And still, also knowing that I have no clue what I'm doing other than that. When I went, like I kind of know where I'm gonna find it. Like you'll learn where you're gonna find it and where it's gonna be, and it's so hard to explain, but you'll kind of know, like whenever, so you put, like I put this petroleum jelly on there, so obviously you have to put something on there, and you'll kind of know when you're getting close to, like, because you'll kind of, you know, move this thing around till you find it, but then you'll know when you're getting close to it, because you can almost like feel it. I'm trying to think how to explain it. Like it gets harder. Like you'll feel when you're pushing that it's getting a lot firmer where you are. And then, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but you'll know. Like once you start to do it, you'll know when you're getting close and you're gonna hear it because you'll be right there. But, so this time when I went to the doctor, my very first time it wasn't an internal exam, so it didn't matter, but because it was 8 weeks. But my second time at 12 weeks, which they even tell you, caution you then, you know, we may not find it, it's still really early, it's not a big deal. If we don't, then we'll go and do another internal to make sure it's there. But, and at that time I said, well, I found it at home already, I know you're gonna be able to find it, which, I don't know, nurse friends out there, I think that's pretty annoying to them. I don't think that they like that, that you do that or that I did that. I think just because it might be because I don't know what I'm doing, and because, you know, maybe just the panic of if you don't find it and then you're like calling them because you think something's wrong, but really it's just because we're inexperienced. But anyway, when I was there and at that 12 weeks, she did find it, and I remember that like where she put this on my stomach was a lot higher than I thought she could find it. And I thought to myself, she's not in the right spot, but she found it. And so I told my husband after we left, which obviously I would never say anything because I don't know what I'm talking about, but I told my husband, I was like, she found it in a much different place than I always do. And he said, yeah. And he said she kind of put it down on there and pushed like pretty hard. And then, you know, she didn't find it, and she never moved it. I have to move mine all over. She never moved it. She just tilted it. So I don't know. Anyway, there must be a lot more method to this madness than I know, but what I do works well for me at home. And I just do it like most of the time. I just do it in the early stages. Like now I probably do it maybe once or twice a week just to hear the heartbeat, and it's just a reassurance for that it's still there. I remember my first pregnancy, I didn't use it as much kind of in the middle of the pregnancy, but then at the end I started using it a lot more again. And I used it then, like when you're getting close to your due date and your baby doesn't have any room, and then you're like, and then you think, gosh, you know, the baby hasn't really been moving like I'm used to, I haven't felt it kick for a while, blah, blah, blah. So then you can use your Doppler to hear the heartbeat, and that will make you rest just a little bit easier. So anyway, that is a 10-minute blab about how to find the heart rate. But so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to listen, I'm not gonna have the camera on me because obviously I'm gonna have to like pull everything down quite a bit, and that's not appropriate to show on YouTube, so I'm not gonna do that. But I just want you to be able to hear it because I think that that's really cool. And so after that, that's gonna be it for this video. But if you guys have a guess on what this baby is, leave it down in the comment below, because that will for sure be my next video, is the gender reveal. And I just want to see who's wrong and who's right, and who guessed it and who doesn't. But for the few of you that I know that do watch and know me in real life and were even here, you can't guess because that doesn't count. So, all right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this last part of my rant has kind of helped you out if you're thinking about getting a Doppler, or if you are going to borrow someone's to look for your baby's heart right at home. So I hope that helps some. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Turn on that bell so you can get notified every time I upload a video. And until next time. Okay, so now I'm going to put the petroleum jelly on. And I don't use very much. I don't think you can see my finger, but probably just that much. All right, now I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to turn it up all the way, and I'll tell you when I found it, but you'll know. That is just the noise of it being on. Okay, I just found it. I'm going to try to move this closer. Because I lost it again. There. I'm having trouble getting it to stay. Hold on. You might have to turn your volume way up. There it is. Sounds like there's a lot of movement going on. Because I'm not moving that thing at all. It's stuck right there.